The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to episode 1050 of the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Your Whiskey Brothers in full effect. The whole dais is full. No unusual faces, no new people, nobody we got to teach games to, Jerry. Nothing we got to. Nobody breaking chairs. Nobody.
Yeah.
It's
Somebody broke a chair?
Well, we had Goodwill Loden was in the studio,
yeah, his big
and
ass break everything.
I don't know how to weld aluminum, or I'd put the chair back together.
He killed a chair.
Yeah, that's why one of you is on a sturdier wooden.
I'm digging the
structure.
wood.
God damn.
Chicken is running back a house. He's a year older than he was on the last podcast. Sam Damaris is to my right. Jerry Wayne Longmire, you heard. Tre Tutson, I think you know. We're drinking Old Humble's the Boomtown Bourbon, brand new batch.
New water bourbon
of that. Yeah, some different stuff.
It's really fucking good.
It's the same whiskey with a slightly better. I don't know how to explain it because I don't know.
It's a sweetness.
As we talked last
we can
episode.
tell how good it is
doesn't-
by how much of it's still in there after a month.
Yeah. We cracked this bottle last episode. We're already halfway down. We'll see what will happen with the rest of this. Joe Breda, we raise our glasses to you, my
Joe.
friend, making good whiskey. We love you to death. Old Humble, their Boomtown Bourbon available. Just go bug him. Go ask him. Go whack him on the head. Make him pull some out of his own private stash. That's what I say. Even if they tell you they're out, tell them to go get Joe and get you the good stuff.
Give me
I
some
want to know. This is good, and it's got a great sweetness to it that I really really like. It doesn't have a burn, but there was what was the name of that fucking rye that he
Double
had?
oak
The
stave.
double
rye.
oak rye.
I'd almost
Rye.
asked if this was double oak stave because you could taste the oak like a thumb.
Yeah.
It's so good. We went through that rye like a ball. Anyway.
Remember the time he came in? Remember the time he came in? And he had the 4 bottles that weren't labeled, and then there was another rye he had, and he poured it, and I was like, "That's really good." And then I just kind of put my hand over there. He's like, "I see you." I was like, "This motherfucker come with me."
Yeah. Dude knows his whiskey, man. Are you okay? You over here? You half creaky. You every move you make, it seems a little. You look like you got punched.
I'm
There's
trying,
a yes.
I'm trying to be good. And I went to the gym today, and
Okay.
man, I was in there. I was smoking it. I was feeling great.
Leg day, arm day.
This is back day. And
Okay.
Wait,
how
hang
many
on,
days? Go ahead. Yeah.
But
How many days?
So
is
I
it?
don't really know. For starters, I don't spend a lot of time. I don't know how many days you're supposed to have, but I thought there was leg day. I thought there was top day and bottom day.
Okay. All right.
No,
that's
so-
that's Pride Month.
Okay,
But-
those are prison days.
yeah.
Every day's a bottom day if you're the wrong guy.
Yeah. Comes with an inmate number.
no, for me it's back and bicep day, and then it's chest and tricep shoulder day, and then leg day. But I try to combine the chest and leg day. But today was just back day, and it's a crazy. I do a crazy back workout.
Okay.
I was done. Last set, I just got to do these 10 reps. I get to number 8, and on number just 2 more, and I hit the showers. I go home, hit the showers. I come here. Rep number 9, right here under the shoulder blade. Pop! And I'm wearing headphones, fucking blasting heavy metal, and I heard it, and I was like, yep, that's gonna suck. And then I still did number 10 like a fucking idiot. And because it didn't hurt to do number 10 when I went up, and then I put them down, and then I set those weights down. I was like, all right, let me get out of here. I got in the car, I started it, and as I was backing out, when I went to turn that steering wheel, like, fuck everything. Yeah, this whole arm was just like, yeah, no, we quit. You on your own, player. You want to get fit, you're going to have to do your fucking right. Which, thank God it happened on my left side. Like, if this was my right side, I'm useless.
I've been on that regimen with that doctor for like the last month, and after not doing anything for a long time, and buddy, not only that, man, he said my proteins are low, and he put me on these protein shakes.
That sounds like a trick to get you to do something, Jerry.
I know. I said that shit on prom night.
He didn't tell me I had to buy the shake from him. But
I just
went and
wanna
got
watch.
I got this shake powder. It says J. Rob's Egg White protein shake, right?
And what puts
And-
out like
and-
Go ahead.
Sure you didn't buy the shaker?
Right?
So you mix that and then put this green powder in it,
Dr.
right? It's
J.
like
Rob's
super
got a
greens.
dehydrator.
Put all this stuff, mix it in, put a banana in it or whatever. I put like a frozen banana in
I'm
there.
fucking done. Dude. I don't know why.
I want to make this,
This is
day.
the funniest shit ever.
Bro, you can't tell me this dude didn't trick you into doing something sexual. And you telling me he stuck his banana in your dried
banana.
J-Rob powder.
I put a banana in his protein.
with some green powder, so it's healthy,
Okay,
No.
we're gonna gay it up. But
and a little bit of peanut butter for taste.
That's right.
Because you always trick
Are you
them
a
into
dog
it with
now?
peanut butter. But the thing
he put a
is,
little peanut butter on his banana, and next thing you know, protein everywhere.
this thing is doing something to my insides,
Oh,
bro.
is it? Is it, Jerry? Is it,
I'm
Jerry?
gonna see how far I can get this to go.
Is it,
I'm gonna
Jerry?
keep pushing it.
Is it doing something to it?
keep pushing it.
Oh, it's pushing it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
God, this
I'm
is
gonna
hard.
make Slade have a stroke. I mean,
It's moving shit around, huh?
it really penetrates. No.
Okay.
Me drinking thing, man, my stomach gets all bubbly and like, you know what I mean, bro?
That's butterflies
Like, I'm
from
not
seeing
talking about a fart. I'm not talking about a fart, dude.
That's
Butterflies
butterflies.
from seeing him. Yeah.
I'm talking
Hey, fella.
about something that'll kill plants. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
I
comes
get
at
you.
Like that coffee percolator
Oh,
sound.
dude.
Yeah.
And I had to go get blood work done, and it's like in an office park, and you have to get on the elevator and go up, right? And I get on this elevator at the first floor, and this thing happens to me, and I'm alone, and I bust that out, right? And the elevator's toxic, bro. It's not good. And these two cute young white girls get on the elevator with me.
I love it.
Right? And I'm like, fuck, I got to go to the 13th floor. Right? We're going up. We get to the 4th floor. And this black dude, I think he's my age. I can never tell how old black dudes are, but he had the big earpiece in, so I think he was like my age or older. Right?
Oh, Bluetooth.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
like, every time I see a black dude my age in public, he's on the phone with somebody. I don't know who y'all are talking to. I don't know what it's about. But he like gets on the elevator, and he like immediately when he walks on the elevator, his nose wrinkles. He's like, right. And these girls ain't saying nothing. I don't know what to do. And we get to the 13th floor, and I just look at him, and I look at that girl. I go, "Did you shit?" And she's like, no. And her face turns around, and he's crying down. I just walk off the elevator and leave him in it.
I did shit.
I hate that when you fucking rip one on the elevator because
You
you're
think you're
alone, and then floor number 2 it opens. But I gotta be honest, if it's a little old lady that gets on and I did it, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. Bro, let it be a hot chick with a purse dog on a cell phone. I'll
Oh,
try
you
to
like
rip
that?
another one. Oh, when you said 2 pretty white girls got on, I was like, yes, yes, bask in my glory, bitch.
You know, like on our house now, we got that big screen porch. It's screened-in porch, right, on the back, like 600 square foot screen porch. Screen all the way around. My wife and her best friend are hanging out there. And I go out there the other night, and I'm sitting there listening to music. And, whoa. And I passed that, and I just try to be cool about it. I'm not going to say anything about it because her friend's visiting, and I don't want to be rude to company. You know? And all of a sudden, her friend just jumps out of the chair and goes, I can't sit in this any longer. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you? And Rachel goes, oh, God. And she gets, I ran him off a screen porch, bro. Off a screen porch, full airflow.
Oh my! This is the nastiest shit ever. Go ahead. These dudes found like there we go. That's how we do it.
bonded
Yeah,
over.
that's fucking hilarious to me.
No, so I figured out my big problem was dairy, and I've cut a
Dairy,
lot of
okay.
it. I've cut a lot of it out, and so I'm better now. But like, dude, and that's when I was thinking, like, dude, working cruise ships, like, because ice cream is my favorite thing on the planet.
Okay.
But it will kill people around me if I have it.
If you have it,
The beauty of it now is on cruise ships. It's like they put me in that. I'm there by myself, so after dinner every night, I just sit down with that ice cream and I do whatever I want to do.
motherfucker
And I
here.
go in, I lock that cabin door, and I'm like, it's a victimless crime.
Yeah.
except the air vents or whoever's staying next to me. But
And you
I would
just-
just sit there and watch movies on my laptop. Just
and fucking deep fry your dreads.
Woo!
Just sit there and turn them dreads into a funky mess.
It's a fucking
I
war
bet it
crime,
is,
bro.
dog.
Like, there are kids in Sierra Leone who are like, I will stay here rather than stay in that cabin with this motherfucker. Like,
Shit.
Right in the Geneva Convention.
yeah, bro.
Right in it.
It is so bad. Now I wake up the next day and I'm like, oh, I feel so much better. But ice cream's worth it. I don't give a fuck if it kills me.
Ice cream. Oh, but I know. I just realized.
You were talking about weird
We were talking about weird injury, and then we went on a fart. tangent.
I know a dude that farted so hard he gave himself a hernia.
Oh, that's
He cracked one off and tore his shit.
I mean, he trying. What else?
Yeah, he was
What else
squeezing.
did you lose?
He thought it was being funny. He was squeezing. He was trying to do it in the group like to be a dick. Yeah. And then he's like, man, something feels wrong with my stomach.
So
you
karma
know?
gave him a
And he's
hernia.
like, something like popping out of my stomach. And we're like, you just gave yourself a hernia, right? And like
You're gonna have to
dropping
go into your
colon.
belly button, buddy.
That dude had to have surgery.
Wow.
Wow, I thought I was good.
you hurt yourself dropping a bomb. That's
He topped it, baby.
Man,
So, what kind of fucking? So y'all, I mean, y'all got a lot of hurt shit going on with you, shoulders and intestines and colons and shit. But no, go ahead.
I pop. All mine's like tendon and joint
You
stuff.
always had stuff like that.
I tore my ACL. I tore my Achilles. I've torn like
The
all
Achilles
stuff.
doing what?
Jump at a
Jump roping.
no. I was jump roping. It was double dutch.
Give
though.
him that doctor's number.
It was
No.
double dutch.
I was here for this one.
You were. I popped it jumping around at an Irish rock concert.
The Blackguards.
Do injure yourself in a wider manner.
Yeah.
Now go.
The Blackguards.
No, not the Blaggers. Just
Blackguards.
an Irish rock band called Blaggers.
Blackguards, yeah.
And I was hopping around.
You were-
like, it was Irish, like kind of
They
like.
gave us a handle of whiskey. We had just done a show at a motorcycle rally.
oh yeah.
In Plantersville, Texas. We're in the middle of bum
Wherever
nowhere.
the fuck. Yeah.
And I'm jumping around. It's like we had a show. We performed.
Okay.
And then after, was Gallagher at that show too? Was that the same day? Bro, this is the weirdest. Did you do the motorcycle rally that Gallagher did with me? Were you there for that? When he threw the mayonnaise, the hammer dude, when he threw the mayonnaise at the lady?
No. That was Skid Row.
Yeah, we did. So we've done a bunch of motorcycle
A
rallies.
jar of mayonnaise or loose mayonnaise?
He would no.
Because a jar is anger. I'm
jar.
fucking doing jokes.
No,
A jar.
loose mayonnaise is what Jerry's doctor throws at him. It's just protein.
I was waiting for somebody to pick it up there.
Put a banana in it. Put a banana
Put a
in it.
banana.
With
Put
a
the
banana.
banana in the loose mayonnaise.
A frozen
The-
banana.
He was doing a show.
You want it
and,
hard.
And it's
I got you, buddy.
but we'll maybe blow on it. Anyway, the point we were doing a
What
motorcycle
did
rally.
you just say?
I'm trying to remember now.
It sounded like you said with a little baby blowing on it. What did you say?
Okay, well, fuck, not that. I guarantee you, not
Jerry.
that. Let me replay whatever. I promise.
Why
that
did
wasn't
Why did you get hard when he said it? That's my.
Why is your hand there? Why is your hand there?
Suddenly the banana's frozen. Banana's suddenly frozen. It was not.
You're not supposed to let the egg white
I
protein
know it was
sit
not
that
that,
long.
but that's what I heard.
I don't know. Something
you
about
just
blow. There was
say?
probably blow. The blow was definitely in there, but there were no babies.
Okay.
There were definitely no
this
babies.
is
Another B word, perhaps.
No children
but-
were harmed.
Well, he's an
Amazing.
edgy comic. He might have said something.
Really, not a lot of kid fucking though. That's a weird. I haven't figured out how to make that funny yet. That's
Everybody watching this right now
Well,
is
you need
clicking
more
back
bananas.
on YouTube to find out exactly what the fuck Slade said.
but definitely no babies.
It was definitely no baby.
What if it was though? What if I'm wrong?
Y'all listen to it. Y'all be the judge.
No, we were at this.
He
rally.
won't fix it in post.
I'm not touching shit. I'm never gonna find that again. We were doing it was like one of these Plantersville, Texas, middle of nowhere Renaissance Festival fields, and we were
Lake Somerville.
and we were doing a Whiskey Brothers, or I was doing some version of stand-up comedy on stage, but Gallagher was also booked, and he was doing a daytime show for a bunch of bikers. And if you don't know how to play bikers, it's an experience. You can't just do comedy because they don't laugh. They're in a field on motorcycles. So they rev in acknowledgement.
It's fucking awesome.
It's like those drive-in shows.
So awesome.
When people honk
Yes.
with the step they do.
Yes,
they
you
throttle
have
it.
to get if you're Gallagher, I guess, and you're doing whatever, and some topless 400-pound biker woman revs her engine during your show, and he yells, "Shut up!" and this goes back and forth for a minute, and they're bikers. They're not shutting up. Fuck you, Gallagher. Bring your hammer down here, bitch.
Yeah.
It's that. And he whipped a full jar of mayonnaise at somebody. So I didn't see the mayonnaise get thrown. I heard the story after the mayonnaise was.
Fuck that.
Man, don't do what Gallagher did 3 hours ago. Okay.
And then hours later,
I
you
popped my ankle
pop your fucking
jumping like a
Achilles.
fucking
No,
jackal.
no,
This is
no,
a different night.
That wasn't that show.
A different night. Okay.
So this show was it wasn't a Whiskey Brothers show. They booked Slade to do it, and he called me and goes, "Hey man, I got this gig at this bike rally. I'm like, who do you suggest as an opener that could do like 20 minutes?" And I was like, "Me." And he goes, "Have you ever done a bike rally before?" I was like, "No." He goes, "Okay, it's a bike rally
A lot
in
of
Lake
Confederate
Summerfield,
flags.
Texas." But here's the thing: he's to protect my feelings. He's trying to dance his way around. He goes, "It's in Lake Somerville, Texas." And
I'm
like,
saying everything
okay.
but.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but it's bikers, and they're going to be like, it's those kind of bikers. And then I go,
They
Slade.
don't generally book comics like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't.
You mean high energy? No. No, that's not what I mean.
And then I finally told him, I go, Slade, if nothing else, we get a great story out of this. And he goes, the gig is yours.
Yeah. That's the show we showed up, and it was the drive-in was lined with the Confederate flags that had the Dale Earnhardt 3 on them.
He had just died.
Whatever. So they've got Confederate flags with the big Earnhardt 3, and Sam's opening line is my favorite. He walks up on stage, he looks right out at all these redneck bikers and goes, "Look, I see them flags with that number 3 on them. If I disappear and y'all change that shit to a 4.
Oh, that's a great joke. Oh my god. Oh, I got him. Yeah.
That's why. So
Damn.
later that night, when I popped my ankle, Sam's best friends with every redneck biker there. He's already got a handle of whiskey and a golf cart. And he's like, "Come on, we can go hang out with these dudes back at there."
He's like, we gotta go. I was like, I'm just having fun. He's like, my leg is fucked up.
My shit is about to, yeah.
He was in a weird, assimilated sort of way. He's like, "No, but there's a hanging at midnight. You gotta go."
They're going to let me pull the rope.
No, I found the one Mexican biker crew that was there. That's what happened.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
That's what it was. I came off, and the guy was like, "Are you like Jack Daniels?" I go, "Yeah." He just gives me a hand and goes, "This is yours. Finish it." And I was like, "Challenge accepted, bitch."
Yeah.
And so look, here's the thing. I was having fun, but I also did not stray far from the Mexicans. I was like, "You're the only other dark-skinned people here." So,
And I'm no help. I'm on a golf cart with my foot propped up.
You're fucking
and the thing is, I was like, "Oh, so you sprained your ankle? It's fine. We'll just hang out, do whatever." And then at one point, he took his shoe off, and you could see like the size of his leg.
It looked just black.
I was like,
from
okay, maybe we should leave.
Oh my god.
It was
Might need
completely.
medical attention.
It was completely. I remember the worst pain I've ever felt in my life was about 2 days later. And when I say my calf, like it was from my ankle up to like my knee, just black. And it was bruised and I couldn't move it because that's all your motion is your Achilles. And I woke up with a calf cramp on day 2. Ask me how to flex out a calf cramp without
no
being able to
Achilles.
move your foot. It was the most. If I'd have been a gun owner, that might have been the morning I took my own.
Dig it in the refrigerator for pickles. Let me fix this.
No, but I heard bananas are good for cramps.
True story. But you want them frozen and hard.
Well, you're gonna need a
You
baby.
just rub it up and down the cramp.
Yeah, that was a fucked up day.
I hurt my ACL. Everybody's like, "Oh man, you play football?"
How'd you hurt yours?
No, I fell down the stairs. Nothing cool.
I didn't mean to spit laugh.
I'll make it worse. It was 3 stairs. It wasn't like we're not talking
damn,
like apartment
Jerry.
stairs,
Motherfucker, you fell down the stair?
like a porch.
No, you know what, man? I think that's worse actually, because like when you go downstairs, you go down, right? But like when you like on top of 3 or whatever, you will try to catch yourself because you see the landing there or whatever. Yeah, I think you probably get injured worse if you fucking go down those short ones.
Oh, buddy, those 3 stairs.
You ever feel your back fuck up when you're like walking down, you're carrying something, you're not looking at the steps, and you think there's one more step, and you fucking clamp your heel down there, and you feel it in your goddamn spine? Yeah.
You know, like I tore those discs in my back, and I know what happened. Like I was at work, and I was loading a bunch of wood onto a trailer and everything, and I was doing stupid shit and overhead and all that kind of stuff. And I was feeling it kind of like, oh, I overdid a little bit today. But that's not where they actually, like, ruptured. Where they actually ruptured was like 2 days later.
At that doctor's
I was
office.
standing in the kitchen and I was cooking chili. And I like was just standing there and we had like 2 tiles in our kitchen floor that were like a little uneven. And I was standing on those tiles and I just leaned forward to move my chili off the heat. It was like, oh shit. Like I couldn't straight back up. Rach had to come in there.
Hold up, bro. I thought me fucking my foot up at an Irish rock concert. But you just went chili on a no grade. That's you just
uneven tiles.
Uneven tiles
Uneven
in a
roadway.
chili kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because
It wasn't even a big pot. It was a little one. Just moved it off the heat and was like, oh shit. Baby, call the hospital. Something's fucked up.
Is this a prank? It's like, no, it's not.
She thought I was joking. She
not
come in
joking.
there. She goes,
I
"You
think
being
you're
serious?"
joking.
And I'm like, no,
I can't move.
No, I can't. I can't straighten my back.
That's why you don't put beans in chili. It's heavier.
You fuck your back up. I don't know if it's because I associate injuries mostly with athletics, like with athletes.
They should be.
Well, you're an athletic guy.
ACL.
You've always played ball and
That's
stuff.
how injuries
And
should
you're
happen.
young.
Yeah. So yeah. So hearing this shit, it just be like the stuff you know, you in Chile and you know.
Yeah, well, your
You
timing
doing
belt
Irish-
hasn't popped yet.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
100,000 miles, motherfucker.
But all of y'all stuff is the shit I heard this past weekend was the wildest injury I've heard. This fucking dude in Austin. I don't know if it's like the most affluent.
You say wildest or whitest?
Wildest. No, I'm saying wildest. Like I don't know if it's the most like affluent injury or just like specific to Austin. But this dude tore his Achilles playing pickleball.
Oh, you did say
And
whitest.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always said to him,
What is pickleball?
pickleball is
Like tetherball? Is that the one
This
with
is
the...
new
No.
shit.
It's like mini
it's,
tennis.
yeah. I call it
Ping pong.
big ping pong.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
They actually have like little paddle looking, they're little smaller rackets.
Smaller
and
than
shit.
tennis, bigger than
No,
ping
it's a
pong.
paddle, right?
Yes.
They use a
Yeah.
paddle.
It's in between compact and SUV of tennis.
It's
Oh, it's
crossover.
a-
It's crossover
It's
tennis.
a fucking hatchback game?
It's
geriatric
It's a
tennis.
Ford Escape.
You got a 3-door game?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's
Wait,
quick as
pickleball.
fuck. It's quick. It's like a. It's
How big is the court? Size
shit.
of the table, size of a tennis court?
It's about half the size of a tennis court.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see it on tennis courts,
Yeah.
especially a lot of the gated. It's a lot of boomers play it, you know, because their knees are getting bad and shit.
By the way, pickleball
And so
sounds like something Jerry's
they
doctor would
draw it out.
prescribe.
Yeah. Just rub it on your hand.
That's next month.
Just put a pickleball in each hand,
Put your pickleball here.
squeeze it till some protein comes
go.
out.
Hold on, size like this.
I mean, man, pickles got protein, do they?
Yeah, wring it out your beard later.
So, all right, so
It's like half size of a tennis court.
Yeah,
okay.
it's
And
tiny.
same-
If you go
height
to like
net?
a lot of these gated communities now, the tennis court have pickleball markings and shit on them.
Same size net, not like a badminton net.
No, the net is. I feel
thought
like
it
the
was
net is
shorter.
a little shorter. The net is lower. So
So you don't have to
It's
do
like
the
a
running of
racquetball
tennis.
looking ball that they use.
yeah,
Okay. It's not. So it's not like a badminton. What is it, birdie? Whatever those
and
are.
they televise.
I think
this shit
white
now.
people invented it about the time Serena and what's her face took
something we
over
could do.
tennis, and they're like, "God damn,
That's-
we need a new
Ve-
sport.
Venus.
It's an adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't win at tennis no
It's
more."
it's like slam ball. Like
Canadian League
that's
football. I know what
Definitely,
it is.
yeah.
Well, that's like when Tiger Woods took over golf. Y'all invented frisbee golf. Y'all were like, okay, you are
he
Tiger.
said, y'all like anything about me says frisbee golf.
No, you're white.
That's way too much walking.
Oh, well, you love to do the landscaping for the shit.
Can you have a golf cart?
I
when
got
you
a
do
rider
frisbee golf?
remote.
White people are like, we're going to dominate a sport. Goddamn it.
Yeah, we're
It
gonna
doesn't
figure out
matter.
one. But pickleball
And-
is like taking over.
I have never heard of
because
pickleball.
Asians ain't on it yet. That
It's
looks like
around.
some Asian shit.
It
it's
is-
over.
I think 100% it's a wrap once 8. But
That quick reflex shit.
What do you play to?
that not that. Oh, I
Does
don't
it
know.
does it have
Fuck.
a 0?
I don't know if it has the same scoring.
played
like
at
that.
21.
It's not like love or nothing like that. I think
No.
Go ahead.
Because if you get smoked and if a guy wins and you get 0, that's what the pickle comes in. Then they call that getting pickled.
This was a trick to see how white you were, and you fucking have failed this so miserably.
Okay, is it? I don't know that.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Wait,
like
you
that's-
yell pickle like it's a drinking game?
You got pickled.
Well,
Like,
like
damn, that's
because the
wild.
tennis.
Oh, no. That also sounds
That's
like
why I bowl, because we got turkeys. Fucking pickles.
In tennis, if you lose
Playing
a
for no
set,
side dish.
if you lose a set 6-0, you got bageled because the 0 looks like a bagel, and that's in tennis. They say you got bageled.
you got bageled. Okay, 6
yeah,
sets.
but I think pickleball.
Is 11?
I think you got pickled if you. I don't know whatever.
I've heard a lot of
whatever
white
the fine
things in
thing
my
is.
life.
This
But getting
shit sounds-
bageled is the whitest thing I've ever heard.
That sounds very.
If somebody ever said
sounds,
I bageled you, I'd whooped their ass.
Bagel's a
Damn
0.
principle.
sounds very Jewish.
I have you know, for booking purposes, Jews are people of color.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is
sounds very
I want to
Jewish. by the
refute
way.
that. Just to be clear.
Getting bagels sounds like what they did to Kyrie.
They didn't want
That's
Jews
it,
at that
circle
motorcycle rally,
biscuits.
What happened to Kyrie? We bageled that motherfucker. Is what we did.
and they didn't want Jews at that bike rally either.
Give my yarmulke. Oh yeah.
Then that number changed to 6 million on the flag. Well,
6,000,004.
Yeah. Definitely after that, definitely don't try to say Toby and Nigway's last name.
or that country he's sending me to.
Yeah.
Jerry and I have been having a delicate discussion.
Okay, about Africa.
A lot of delicate.
I'm trying to get in front of some possible errors.
Yeah, right.
Well, he sent me a list. He said, I can't say all the countries we're going to, but one of the countries was spelled Niger, and I just simply typed back, I need somebody else to say the name of this before I take a stab at it.
Absolutely.
Just call it from the SWAT.
We're going to Egypt. We're going to Djibouti. Where's Djibouti? Just south of Jabals. Can't say it without saying that. We're going to Kenya. We're going to Qatar. And then we finish up in Niger or Niger. You can say it either way. Niger is...
I don't feel comfortable saying the R, to be honest with you.
you put an A on the end of a country? Can you...
We'll try it. We'll work it out on stage. See how it goes. So glad to be here in Niger.
Is that it? Right there.
Rachel the other night. She's like, so I know you're excited about going to Africa, but are you like scared?
we haven't talked about that. Do you have any concerns?
Yeah. I have a ton of anxiety about that kind of shit, and especially when you're telling me about single prop planes and shit.
Little Indiana Jones.
But mainly, my big anxiety is anytime anything ever happens at a military base, who gets killed?
The white dude.
Contractors.
Oh.
Right? But I'm going on tour with a black guy, a young white lady from Florida, and Slade. So I know how these evacuation procedures play out. They're not going to leave the white lady, right, because somebody will get fired over that. Mm-hmm. They're not going to leave the black dude because everybody will get fired over that.
Truth, I'm in
Slade will
charge.
probably already be hanging off a helicopter with a gun in his hand somehow. And they're just going to be looking at me going, bro, we're going to get you on the next one. We're sending another chopper back. You just hang tight.
Okay,
Hold on to
first
this
of all-
grenade.
First of all, it's Africa. They're not going.
gun. Click, click. And every soldier will laugh at that because they know how ROE works. Like, yeah, but that's true.
It's Africa. They're not going to leave the black dude because the black dude's going to leave you.
Facts.
I don't know these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Who you back up a chicken moon?
Yeah, I think we're going to be safe. We're gonna be fine. I trust the process.
Yeah.
I've done this a few times.
He kept, you'll be fine. He was able to keep me intact in Lithuania. So
Basically the exact same predicament.
yes, literally. I was like, remember I told you I got on, we were, if I can say, when we went to that hotel in Lithuania, we all agreed, hey fellas, we're not coming back to jack off, right? We gonna fuck something tonight, right? Like we have to, because the hotel was such a flex. It just had that rich.
We were in one of the spot we were in Lithuania was just in the capital, and we're like in the heart of the Capitol, and it's like the hotel opens right up under this cobblestone.
They had pickleball courts.
No, Jerry, real tennis courts. But I mean, they were offering us like champagne while we waited, like that kind of.
That's
hotel.
right. That's right.
That's where we were.
Yeah.
So we were all sort of there that night, like, well,
Yeah. Yeah.
Time to bring something back
Well,
to this place.
Took some mushrooms
if
that
there's
night.
a night,
And we go and out, and I'm defeated. I'm just sick of trying to fuck white women at this point. I'm
but
just
you have no choice.
tired of it now. But I'm like, no. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get on the black app. Be okay. It's a black app. It's just supposed to be all black people on it, bro. Like I told you, I got on that motherfucker. That shit just said search.
Not in service.
I was the only black person on the app. Goddamn.
Matched with himself.
Exactly.
It was-
Swipe left on me. Fuck it. Let's go.
We found this guy in Lithuania.
We
Bro,
found.
we went to a pizza parlor in Norway
Okay.
because it was the only place nearby because it was so cold and we were just like anywhere nearby.
Negative
that got drinks.
20, negative. Yeah, it was crazy.
Lord.
Oh
okay.
yeah,
Crazy
yeah. It was like
Yeah.
we tried to go outside and see the northern lights, and we were like, "Look, you got 30 seconds to blink,
cold.
or we going back inside." And
Put the lights on a timer.
I had a window room, and so I was like, "Look, I'm just gonna stare out my window, and if I see him, I'll call you." But there was a pizza parlor in the parking lot, and they had a bar, and we were like, "Let's go get a couple drinks, whatever." We walked in this place in Norway because it was the only place we had been that wasn't on base so far. When we walked in, there's families in there eating or whatever. It was like they turned the music off. Like they just looked up and saw me and was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And then like everybody, like they took a moment, they looked, and then they just went back to what they were doing. But like there was a pregnant fucking pause in the room. They're like, what the fuck is he doing here in the winter? Like in the summer. I get
That
this
is the
motherfucker
weirdest
showed up.
looking Viking I've ever seen.
They're like, we only do blackface on Christmas
He's from
here.
South Norway.
Where's this guy from?
You're a little early, buddy.
We don't do this in February.
Oh shit, man.
What else are you? What else is on your mind?
Man.
Does the wife have any concerns? What is the?
No. She's like, I'm leaving you hands of Slade. So if he makes it back, you don't. I have somebody to bitch at.
100%.
I was like, well,
Now,
y'all
do
known
you-
each other long enough. You can do that.
Absolutely,
You
and I got
know?
a fence around my place.
Do you have to get all the injections?
I got to get one.
He will have to get yellow fever.
Yeah.
When we went,
Not yellow fever, but the back.
yeah, that's.
He does have to.
we will. Woody
I'm
Harrelson
more.
and Michelle
I'll be
Yeoh.
honest with you. I'm more worried about what vaccination. I'm playing Naval Air Station Corpus Christi this week, and I'm more worried about what vaccinations I need for that.
Actually, while you're down there, so this may be something.
I'll
to
be at
consider.
Naval Air Station Kingsville and Corpus Christi.
Okay, let me get you a letter of authorization. It may be worth it for you to just shoot over
Get it done.
while you're there because they can do it for nothing. It's easy for them to do it on the base
Yeah.
because they already got it
Then they have
versus
full
trying to go here
reimbursement and all that.
well, who's got yellow fever vaxes laying around? You know, they do it all the time.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's and there's no reason.
That'd
So
be
anyway,
cool.
I'll get you a letter before you head over there. We had to
You only got to do one?
well, so when we went, we were going to it was a Middle Eastern trip. We were going into Afghanistan or Iraq or somewhere. Anthrax was on the list. Yellow fever was on the list.
No, motherfucker, this was legit.
What then? It was the same, but wherever else we went on that trip,
Yeah.
had an anthrax.
Oh,
requirement.
yeah, because we went to Cairo on that
So-
trip. What?
I've done this. I know. I know this schedule. So the point is, we got like 11 shots or something. I forget what it was, but we're at the Air Force Academy in Colorado, and we're working the club that night.
Sitting like this, they're on either side of us.
Band just
With the guns.
no, they're straight
No.
needle.
Straight up.
I don't needle. I forget how much needles hurt.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared of these bitches for a
It's
reason.
a strong pinch.
When I get poison ivy, I've had it like a couple of times in my life, and I'm deathly allergic. Like poison ivy.
I didn't know you had. No, you said you had it a couple of times.
He's outdoorsy.
Dude,
Damn,
one
that's
time I got it
crazy.
mowing the lawn at the comedy
But the
club.
shit'll kill him.
I'm
like
when I
gets
say
all over.
allergic, my face will swell up, my eyes shut, my throat swell. Like I'm
legit,
allergic.
yeah, I
allergic.
got you.
So I have to get like an almost immediate cortisone shot, one of those hard steroid shots.
Oh shit.
And I rode, so I had it this one time back when I was living back in Beaumont, and I thought I was just gonna shoot down and get this shot, no big deal. And I took my motorcycle and I go in, and the girl is terrible. She's like, I don't hurt anybody. Blah blah. It felt like she stabbed me with a katana, like
Bone.
just the hardest. And when it was done, I had to ride this motorcycle home with the sorest ass cheek I've ever felt in my life. I'm half sitting on this side. I'm riding side saddle like a woman in the 20s. I'm just
shifting with your left hand.
oh, whatever you gotta do. That was the most. I will walk home.
Damn.
I go get those shots every Monday. You know, the testosterone and all that stuff, and they do 3 in this shoulder and 1 in this shoulder, and it's
they
there's
big
one
needles or
lady.
little?
Yeah, but one lady there's really good at it, and then there's this older redneck lady that is not good at it. And I like anytime I see her like come like she's about to call somebody back, I always go outside and take a call.
Oh, you're waiting for the hot checker.
No, there's a real nice black lady there, older black lady, and she's you don't even know she did it. She does it so fast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
In my doc, we got.
I don't even want to tell you I'm getting vitamin D shots at that doctor's.
Yeah.
more D.
Vitamin D, vitamin B.
Which hole are they
amino
putting those?
acids.
They're putting the acid amino acid, is he?
Well, we know how he checks your temperature.
Yeah, right.
Quickly.
No, there's an Asian lady at my doc who she like if anytime I gotta get blood work, like I wish I had the guts to do what you do and just say no, because she can never find a vein, and I'm like, but I can see my shit through here, and she just sticks me, and for me it's not the pain of needles. I found them invasive. I'm repulsed by it. Like I want to throw up. You know what I mean? Like I don't
okay.
like
It
I don't
shouldn't
like
be
being
it shouldn't be inside my body.
Thank you. And
Like a banana.
Like your
like
doctor.
when, on holidays here in Texas, now when they do that
Brad
thing like
beat
we're
you
doing
to it.
blood warrants where the cop can just fucking draw your blood or whatever,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm punching a fucking cop.
I'm
like, not happening.
That one's the one where I really do. I've never been up against it. I've never had to deal with it.
Me neither.
But I can almost guarantee you that if you tried to forcibly take my blood, there would be some resistance.
I
Well,
would
I've
rather
seen
go down
people-
for assaulting an officer.
I've seen people needy. I forgot what they call it. People that like it's like needles like really freak them out. When I worked at the
Sam
prison,
Damaris is what I call it.
I worked at the prison in Louisiana as a prison guard, and there was this big old dude that was on our crew that got hired when we did, and he's big, scary dude. Like we're doing all the force blocking training and all that stuff. He was just knocking motherfuckers across the room, and just big old rough coon ass dude, right? Man, when they took us back there to do the vaccination, the hepatitis vaccination shots, I was sitting beside this dude. All of a sudden I noticed he was getting like real pale, man, like clammy looking, man. And we were like, "Are you okay?" We kept asking, "You okay? You okay, boo? You okay, boo? You okay?" And he's, I'm fine. And they called his name. He stood up and flat out fainted right there on the floor, man. Just 280 pounds of big old swamp boy. Boom! Right on the floor.
Everybody's got a weakness,
And that
bro.
nurse goes, I can always get one. I'm like, damn.
Bro, they hit us with 11. Like,
I
6 in
got
one arm,
whooped.
5 in the other.
I had to close my eyes and go to.
We
I
were
went.
sitting there like this, right? And
How bad was that show that
I went
night?
first. No.
Awesome.
So here's the thing. They hit so hard.
The
We
mic.
got they hit so
Turn
many
the
at the
mic.
same time.
Jerry, you're not gonna believe it.
We fucking got high
Oh,
at
yeah.
first, and then we got to the show. We felt great, and then we had a couple of drinks, and then like second show, shit got real loopy.
I just had more chemicals in my body.
Yeah, he had a cocktail, basically.
But I went first. They gave him to me. I'm sweating my way.
what
I'm
my
making
doctor
through it all,
calls it.
whatever. He goes second.
He goes second or second.
He
It's
goes-
just getting real gay in this bitch.
No, he
you
goes-
did a hair flip. He thought my
But he didn't
cocktails
mention a
from the
baby.
doctor.
I do a hair flip every 30
I
seconds.
know,
You can't
I
call
know,
it.
I know.
But he goes second, right? And so he's sitting there, and they're sticking him, and he does this Zen meditation shit where he's just trying to block it out.
I went somewhere else.
They get done with shot 11. He opens his eyes. I was over in the corner where they do the thing for the kids. When he opens his eyes, I was standing there with a lollipop. I was like, "You made it!"
I come back. Yeah, he's got a Snoopy Band-Aid and a lollipop. That's what I'm waking up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're meth head in the back of the truck.
Meanwhile, I can't feel my fucking arms, but I was like, I can still get this joke in. I'm high as fuck.
Holding the microphone. It was just I'm so energetic and moving, and it was like having my upper arms just sore the whole time was not desirable.
If we didn't drink that night, we would have felt good all night. Because like by the time we got to the waiting room for them to like give us the paperwork that we had needed to show to prove that we did it, both of us were like, "Dude, do you feel high right now?" He's like, "Yeah, I kind of do."
They put some good stuff in there with it. It wasn't
Yeah.
all anthrax.
It wasn't like getting that second COVID shot where you just like you feel like you're gonna
Ooh,
die.
Yeah, that's
No,
brutal.
this was like we were nice. It was like, oh fuck it, let's go out in the mountains and watch birds.
We just went and ate a panini. We didn't
Go
go
in
there.
there. Can I have some of them shots to go?
Yeah, can I get it to go back? Y'all bring something to the
Give
club.
me some of that yellow fever.
You supposed to step outside and do a
hang
shot
on,
right
hang on, hang on. So what's the orange fever like?
Yeah, let me get a styrofoam cup full of that purple fever. Let me.
Double cup.
I mean, really,
Double
how
cup,
hard does
double-
malaria hit?
So a friend of ours had it on tour.
Malaria?
Yeah.
Yeah.
got lit up.
Yeah.
It never goes away.
It
It
was-
stays with you the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
she
man.
had to take a bunch of pills when she caught it in Ethiopia.
People call it malaria dreams and stuff. They
So-
have fever dreams.
Well,
and
we had to
shit.
take when we did on this trip. You'll have malaria pills. And
That's what it was. It was the Arbor trip.
those when we took taking those, I had some wild. They reminded me of the Shantix dreams I had when I took Shantix.
Are they like you take them in anticipation?
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like a regimen. It's like a antibiotic like a Z-Pack or something like
Okay.
that. So you just take like 10
And it
pills or
keeps you
something
from
and
contracting
keeps you from
it.
being susceptible. Yeah, it's like an oral vaccine.
Cool.
Yeah, so I think you'll be fine.
That
But the
sound
pills,
better,
the
better.
pills do make some cool dreams. That's,
Yeah, you want to take them for them dreams. That'd be fun. as
that was the
hell.
only part of when I took Shantix. Everybody always said because it's a blocker for the nicotine receptor in your brain. So, however it latches onto all that shit causes crazy dreams. And people would always they're like they're just these nightmares, and I wouldn't go through that again. And when I took it, I was like, can I keep the dreams? This is the coolest. Like I was so vividly lucid, like they weren't nightmarish or whatever.
You
So
just alive in them.
yeah,
Yeah.
just very very vivid.
Doing that Max Payne like fucking coma scene.
Yep.
God damn. I like needles.
Wait.
Yeah, that's why I mean.
You've just been sitting on this to tell us you're a fan?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta let
How
y'all
many
get
vaccines
y'all
did you
shit
get?
out.
How many did you
I
get?
I would have kept going, boy. No, I like the sensation of that feeling. I don't know if it reminds me of like getting pinched in church by women that I wanted to like motorboat or whatever. But well, you know how you don't know you get molested. But like, so I get pinched by like these women and. Getting shots, it take me back to that feeling of just being an innocent boy being perverted. So I don't mind getting shots.
They're giving Trey vaccinations. He's got a heart on.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's it.
What
Damn,
that
come
sound
back
is?
with another. one.
I'd tell you this.
I didn't care about my tattoo because it's a needle on the skin.
Okay.
When you go inside
Penetrating
me,
it?
that's where I'm like, ugh.
I know this. I'm never going to the doctor with neither one of y'all.
Yeah, you like the banana on you or in you?
In the tailpipe.
Well, it ends up in me.
In the tailpipe.
It ends up in me.
That's asshole Foley.
Yeah, asshole.
Beverly Hills Cock 3.
Yeah.
We can do this all day. Jerry's like, I drink again.
Yeah.
No, you know how you got those. You have things like that, right? That's like kind of what ice cream is. When you think about it, it takes
Poison?
you back to no, it can't be. But it kind of take you back to your childhood a little bit. It's one of those things that
It's an innocent nostalgia.
yeah,
I feel you.
And it's like that's what needles kind of do for me. It take me back to that. Like,
Yeah, but ice cream doesn't make me think about motorboating church ladies.
you at the wrong church. You know what I mean?
Are you eating the wrong ice cream? There's got to be a Ben and Jerry's
One of these
flavor.
things, man. A Ben and Jerry's? Of course. I've been at Jerry's. Anyway.
That's his doctor's name.
Yeah, that's the office.
I met an old lady on cruise ship. She came up to me afterwards. She was like, "You were very funny. You did it without all that cursing." I'm like, "Well, because they don't let me." And then she came up and she gave me a hug, and it was whatever she was wearing was the same perfume my fucking third grade teacher wore, and was like it hit and it just
I
went.
swear to
bam,
God, I
bam.
thought you
Joan
were about to say
Collins.
your mom. I was like, oh, bro.
No,
I'm not
Third
prepared
grade
for this
teacher, it was
conversation.
no, but look, I spent more time with her than I did with my mom. It was every fucking day. That smell was in the fucking classroom. And
Yeah.
like, when you're a kid, you don't know what perfume is. It's like, okay, school smells like
This lady
that. You know
smells
what I
like
mean?
this. Yeah.
And so
Very
then
true.
this lady, she leans in to give me a hug, and I'm like, Miss Beck? Like, that was,
Why do you smell like school?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like school.
You smell like the Challenger explosion. That's weird.
That also
That's
has
what
a-
grade I was in when that happened.
Oh, I was gonna say that also smelled like a school teacher.
Yeah,
I just remember they brought the TV in to show us the Challenger
On
take
wheels?
off. Yeah, the big TV up there.
5th grade.
And
for
everybody
me.
was all excited because there was a teacher on
Krista
the
McAuliffe.
Krista McAuliffe. And our teacher was Mrs. Dean, and she was watching it. And you know those TVs, they didn't have. You couldn't really tell what the hell was going on. Just looked like a rocket took off, and then there was some other rockets and shit. And we were just kids. We were like, "Yeah, cool."
Yeah, 32 DPI.
And then all of a sudden, Miss Dean throws up in the trash can and runs out of the room crying. Then she comes back in and gets the TV and takes the TV
What?
out.
Can I
And we're like, "What happened? What happened?"
Miss Garvey went to the
question,
back of the room to her desk, and when it happened, it went on. And when it went up, because it looked like a firework thing.
Yeah.
So all of us were like,
We were like, "Cool,
oh,
yeah."
cool." And you saw this black woman get up from her desk and run, fucking like Florence Griffith Joyner, to the goddamn TV and turn it off. And we're like, "Why?"
This was fun.
And
yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Miss
like-
Dean was just like, "Oh."
she leaves, and apparently all the teachers like left because most of us kids didn't know, and like they just kind of had like a mini conference of like we had to explain to these kids what the fuck just
They didn't say.
happened.
They sent us home. They just sent us home.
Oh,
And
no.
we'll let your
told
parents
that-
figure it out. You know.
Oh,
We
wow.
got told at school, and then they sent us home, and then like my mom was like, "What? It was like, it blew up," and she was like, "Yeah, so it blew up, and like it's just a really sad day." And I was like, "Oh, so no more school for the rest of the day?" She said, "Yeah, because of the disaster. Can I go play football with my friends?" Like I literally did not
We
give
were
a fuck.
kids, yeah.
Well, you didn't understand.
I
Yeah.
know. I
Yeah,
didn't. I was like, okay, they'll just launch into the rocket, and then they're
Yeah,
like,
I
no,
was like
all those
9.
people are dead. And I'm like, they'd be all right.
I mean, I think I was 4th or 5th grade, but now you look at it now.
We
You're
were
like,
like the same age. I was third grade, 1986.
I was for sure in Beaumont. I was for sure in Beaumont.
So that mean you had to do extra grades?
No.
You exposing him like
Challenger was 86.
So
How many damn
Challenger was
doctors
86. Yeah, I must have been 4th grade because I was born in 76. I moved
Oh,
here.
okay. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was asking why do I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No,
buddy.
what were you gonna ask? Because I was.
Why
probably
the
gonna-
fuck do people throw up? Like this is
That's a weird reaction, isn't it?
Like
Well,
a tragedy.
when something like that, and I'm totally speculating, but you're watching that on. There's not a lot of live events in
Okay.
'86.
Okay.
for starters.
Okay.
And then depending on how you're wired, you did just watch like 7 people die.
Instantly.
And that's I don't know what
People probably threw up at the Kennedy assassination.
you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It's a
Okay. Yeah, and
something
I
like
just wanna
that
know
is like a
why-
visual
Well, yeah, it was
reaction
gross.
to-
His head came open. Did you see it?
But depending on too, there's got to be part of you as a school teacher that's like, well, that could have been me.
Okay.
That's a school teacher.
I think it was the teacher. They were all really worked up about
That's
the
a
teacher. Miss
huge-
Dean went to our church, so she like knew my family, and she actually gave me a ride home. Like they let us out of school, and Miss Dean gave me a ride to my house.
Yeah,
That's back when a teacher could do
also,
that. Nobody-
Also,
Right?
as a
Isn't that
teacher,
hard?
I've got 20 children that I've got to explain this to. Like, some people don't handle stress well, and like when something like that happens, the mixture of anxiety and adrenaline and all that, and everything hitting you at once, sometimes your body just goes, you know what?
this out.
Something is wrong. If something's wrong, I immediately throw the poison out. And so, yeah, and that's a lot of shit hitting you at one time. One, you're just realizing that a teacher that, like you said, could have been you just died, along with 6 other people.
I mean,
However
it
many,
probably
yeah.
couldn't have
America's
been a
a
teacher
crap.
from Leverage Chapel.
But
but I get the ideology.
sometimes Jerry, they do some FAA shit or FFA shit. In the
Dreams are dreams. I get it. You know.
We need to see what Hay does in space.
you also know you've got to explain this to children. And the thing is, this is what happened with my teacher was like, she thought we got it. So she came in with these little kid gloves trying to talk to us. And we were like, turn the TV back on. If we're not gonna watch that, can we watch Thundercats? Like, can we, like we didn't give
My
a
shit
fuck.
was, my shit was 9/11. Was obviously all right. No, we didn't see
Were
that
you in
live.
school when that happened?
That was in 4th grade.
Okay.
So it wasn't like
Same exact.
yeah, so it wasn't. It's not like
The
y'all's
same
because
age
y'all think
range,
it's
though.
live. Like,
But
oh,
it
it's
went
supposed to
live.
be
But Plane 2 might have been live.
So
I saw Plane 2
So
live.
I did.
I remember the same shit. They was like, "Oh, do we show them? Like, what do we do? Blah blah." So they showed it and they were watching, and like I said, just being a kid, I'm laughing hysterically because the people are jumping out of when the people start jumping out. It was the way the dude was commentating. He was like, "And there goes another one," and and that deadpan shit had me hollering.
Jesus.
I'm laughing. So they turn the TV off, and she's trying to explain to the class, you know, what's happening, and I'm laughing. I'm still not getting it. But everybody starts crying and blah, blah, and all that shit. And everybody always fucks with us saying, like, never forget, you know, 9/11, blah, blah. I will never forget. Because that's the day you find out that your parents didn't fuck with you like that. As much as you thought they fuck with you, they didn't. Because people started getting taken out of class, started picking them up. We stayed till the whole motherfucking day. So you found out, oh, shit. Never forget? Yeah, I never forget. That's when I found out they really didn't want my ass.
Yeah. They forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
Never forget. You first.
Yeah, exactly. Left us in that bitch all day.
I can't forget I was busy
Then
being
when we went
forgotten.
home, my mama was trying to like explain it to us, like, but it wasn't a good explanation. I was like, Mama, what happened? Bush fucked up. That was literally what my mama said to me. Bush done fucked up.
I thought the excuse was gonna be we were at the store.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. We had to bail somebody out of jail. No.
Well, Uncle Johnny had a barbecue.
Yeah.
You know how Tuesdays get.
Like, Bush fucked up.
I think we're done.
Covered it, man.
Did we cover it?
We're going to end on 9/11. All
Yeah.
right. There we go.
That's a weird twist.
That's not where I thought we were going. It's we could have gone weird.
Yeah.
Sam Damaris, Jerry Wayne Longmire, Tre Tutson,
What's up, guys?
Joe Breda. Thank you for the bottle of whiskey chicken. Hope you've had a good birthday month. We celebrate them like that around here because we commune once a month. The YouTube channel is the best place to catch us right now. All of us dancing our own individual dances, but a big communal one too. Jerry Wayne Longmire on all the platforms. Tre, you can find him at picking stuff off jerryshirt.com.
That was so 2002 of y'all.
I put the ad on there first, but it didn't register, and then I was
register.
trying to punctuate because nobody caught the joke till the middle of the
to the
joke,
middle
and
of
then I
it.
tried, and the stuff and the thing, and whatever. Fuck off. This one's over. I'll see you guys.